The atmosphere inside the Jefferson Health Training Complex shifted instantly from cautious optimism to outright panic when the realization set in across social media. Across the digital landscape, whispers turned into shockwaves regarding the sudden disappearance of the anchor of the offensive line. For four consecutive practices, the familiar presence of the franchise's legendary right tackle was completely absent from the field. In a city where football is treated as a matter of life and death, an unexplained multi-day absence of a cornerstone player immediately sets off a firestorm of speculation. Analysts, fans, and worried supporters began piecing together worst-case scenarios, dragging up past injuries and questioning whether the heavy physical toll of a grueling NFL career had finally caught up to one of the greatest linemen to ever lace up a pair of cleats. When you look closely at the milestones of a 14-year career built in the trenches, every missing practice carries massive psychological weight. Having battled through severe foot issues that limited his availability during the previous campaign, the specter of a potential retirement or a sudden physical breakdown always looms in the background. The offensive line is the beating heart of this organization, and when the anchor is missing, the entire ecosystem feels the shockwave. Panic was not just a reaction. It was a reflection of how drastically this team's championship ceiling drops if number 65 is forced to hang up his cleats prematurely. The conspiracy theories ran wild on timelines, with fans dissecting every quote, every excused absence label, and every social media hint from insiders trying to figure out if the worst-case scenario was unfolding right in front of their eyes. Yet, just as the tension reached a boiling point and the narrative threatened to spiral completely out of control, relief arrived in the most dramatic fashion possible. Stepping back onto the practice field under the sweltering South Philadelphia sun, the veteran tackle immediately altered the energy of the entire facility. Though limited to individual drills while rookie third-round revelation Markel Bell continued to log vital first-team reps, his mere presence on the grass poured cold water on the wildfire of rumors. Bell has certainly turned heads during this stretch, showing immense promise as a developmental pillar and proving why the front office values depth in the trenches. But this remains a fiercely competitive win-now window. The offense simply operates at an entirely different level of execution, speed, and confidence when the veteran leader is holding down the right flank. While the offensive line drama dominated the headlines, an equally intense narrative was unfolding across the wider roster regarding the front office's masterclass in off-season roster building. General Manager Howie Roseman has once again pulled off an absolute heist, injecting elite talent into the skill positions without breaking the bank. The headliner of this offseason wave is none other than explosive wide receiver Dontavian Wicks, whose acquisition has sent shockwaves of excitement through the locker room. Star running back Saquon Barkley didn't hold back his admiration when speaking with the media, boldly declaring that adding Wicks was an absolute steal for the franchise. Barkley praised the young wideout's relentless competitive drive, noting that he brings an entirely different dimension of intensity, elite route-running precision, and high-level physicality as a blocker. When you evaluate what Wicks brings to an already terrifying offensive attack, it is easy to understand why the locker room is buzzing. With over 100 career catches and a remarkably high percentage of those resulting in vital first downs, he operates with the kind of physical edge that defensive coordinators dread seeing on third and medium. His ability to release cleanly against press coverage and create separation in tight windows gives the passing game an extraordinary layer of reliability. Pair that with the explosive deep threat capabilities already present, and you have a wide receiver room that rivals any elite unit across the entire National Football League. Critics who initially dismissed these bargain bin transactions as mere depth moves quickly found themselves eating their words as Wicks dominated training camp drills day after day, proving that elite talent evaluation still reigns supreme in Philadelphia. Meanwhile, all eyes remained locked on franchise quarterback Jalen Hurts as he navigates the complex and demanding transition into a brand new offensive playbook. Changing coordinators and offensive philosophies multiple times over a career can disrupt even the most gifted signal callers. And skeptics wasted no time pushing the tired narrative that Hurts might struggle to operate efficiently from under center or push the football consistently across the middle of the field. But those external doubts look increasingly foolish with every passing training camp session. Out on the practice field, Hurts looked completely in command, spinning the ball with pinpoint accuracy and carving up the hashes with breathtaking deep completions to rising stars like Darius Cooper and the newly acquired playmakers. The rhythm, timing, and chemistry are visibly clicking into place. Even as a fierce competition for the QB2 spot plays out between young developmental prospect Tanner McKee and seasoned veteran Andy Dalton, the offense unquestionably belongs to Hurts. His unique dual-threat capabilities, combined with his unmatched work ethic and growing mastery of the scheme, continue to elevate every single player around him. Adding to the electric atmosphere, legendary franchise icon Jason Kelce made another appearance on the practice field, stepping in to mentor the next generation of trench warriors alongside new position coach Chris Cooper. Having a Hall of Famer freely offering wisdom to the offensive line is an invaluable luxury that money simply cannot buy, further cementing the relentless culture of excellence embedded within this organization. As the grueling weeks of summer training camp press forward, the margin for error in the powerhouse NFC remains razor-thin. Every single drill, every padded scrimmage, and every tactical adjustment carries immense championship implications. The expectations in this city are nothing short of astronomical, and the passionate fan base demands absolute perfection from a roster built to contend for the Lombardi Trophy. With key veterans returning to steady the ship, explosive off-season acquisitions paying massive early dividends, and the coaching staff pushing the team to its absolute physical limits. The stage is officially set for an unforgettable campaign. The pressure will only mount from here. But if these opening chapters of training camp are any indication, this team is more than ready to answer the call when the lights shine brightest.